the topic is types of matrices. There are various types of matrices. So each based on a specific property. Like we have nilpotent matrix. What does that mean? Means if we have a square matrix, and by the way, this all properties nilpotent, idempotent, involuntary, symmetric, skew symmetric, and orthogonal. This all are applicable only for square matrix. Okay, means n cross n matrix. Okay, so first of all, nilpotent matrix. So what does that mean? Is if we have a square matrix A, and if we multiply it m times, this matrix multiplication, then a power m means whatever, whenever we get a power m is equal to null matrix, is whenever that we will get a power m equal to null, that m will be known as the nilpotent index. Okay, so this might come handy in some type of question which are asked, which are very well asked. And then, okay, we have idempotent. What does that mean? Means, we once we also heard this term. Okay, what idempotent means is if we square the matrix, means A cross A, we get the same matrix A. Okay, so one of the best example is the identity matrix itself. Means if we square that, we get identity matrix only. So this is the best example. Identity matrix is a idempotent matrix. Okay, then we have involuntary matrix. What does involuntary matrix means? It is similar that of idempotent. In idempotent we were getting a square is equal to a, it's after multiplication, but here what we will get is a square is equal to I. Means identity matrix means if we multiply a matrix A with itself, then we will get identity matrix. Okay, so next is symmetric. What does symmetric mean? Means if we transpose a matrix, a square matrix, we get the same matrix itself. Means if we have square matrix like with any square matrix, like if I consider 2 2, so 1 2 and 2 and 1. If I do it do its transpose, what I will get is the column, sorry, the row changes into column, so 1 and 2, and this row becomes the second column. So basically we are getting the same matrix here. Means after doing the transpose we are getting the same matrix. So that type of matrix is known as symmetric matrix. Okay, so what does then skew symmetric means? It might be possible that after reversing the means after transposing the matrix, we get a extra negative sign. So then we call that type of matrix as skew symmetric matrix. Okay, now this term orthogonal matrix is also, means this type of term is also used in geometry. What does orthogonal means? Means we have a matrix multiplied by a transpose. Means if you multiply matrix, square matrix A with its transpose, then we get the matrix as identity matrix. Okay, so we go over the next topic. uh, I just explain what idempotent matrix does. Okay, idempotent means we saw that square matrix A is idempotent if A square is equal to A. Okay, uh, and its properties means these properties we can means we will see how they are derived, and afterward means in any question if we have, we can directly use them. Okay, so first property is a power n is equal to a. So let's see how it is derived. Means we have is a just a minute. Okay, we have a power n, means what we can write, okay, let's consider a square equal to, and also here it is specified for all n greater than equal to 2. Okay, so let's check for n equal to 2, a square equal to a, this is correct, it is given. Now we check for a cube. A cube can be written as sorry, a square multiplied by a. Okay, what a square can be replaced with a. Okay, so we get a multiplied by a. So this again turns out to be a square, and a square is again a. We get a cube as a itself. Similarly, means any power n for square matrix A, which is an idempotent, we get the matrix itself. Means we get the matrix back. Means any power, means n greater than equal to 2 for square matrix, we get the matrix back. And now see, determinant of A will be equal to 0 or 1. So how we can do this? See, consider this equation. A we take a common, so we get a minus identity matrix. Okay, from this we took this equal to 0. Okay, means null matrix if it is of n. Okay, so A can be either equal to direct the null matrix, means the determinant will be 0, or A can be equal to identity matrix where determinant is 1. So hence we proved that determinant can be either 0 or 1, means two values are possible. Okay. Now similarly we can explain this part also. Okay, now the next topic is, what does a transpose of matrix means? Actually we checked means what is symmetric and skew symmetric matrix and what is orthogonal. Now we will check in detail what transpose of a matrix means. Means basically the new matrix obtained after interchanging the rows and columns is just known as the transpose of matrix. Now see, we have matrix A, means any of any dimension. Here we took an example of a 3 cross 2 matrix. We have A1 B1, A2 B2, A3 B3, means 1, 2 and 3 rows and 2 columns. Okay, so what we'll do, we make this first row as first column, second row as second column, and third row as third column. So what we did is basically we interchanged the rows with columns, and the new matrix we get is basically known as the transpose of matrix. And interesting part is, see, the dimension gets interchanged. Means we had 3 cross 2 in the original matrix, and the transpose dimension are 2 cross 3. Okay, so this is basically the application. And the symbol for the transpose means we can use either at or a prime. Okay, so next, okay, now this is an important topic, inverse of a matrix. So what does an inverse means? Okay, okay, what is an inverse means? If if we are given with a matrix like a square matrix A, and if we can find a special matrix, we call it special for the inverse matrix, and represent it as a inverse, it's a power 1 by 2, a power minus 1. So if we get a special matrix, means let us call it as B, and its matrix multiplication turned out to be identity matrix. Okay, means we have A and if we find a matrix B such that AB is equal to identity matrix, and also if we do BA, means the matrix multiplication is also commutative here in this case, and we are getting identity matrix, so that special matrix is known as inverse of that matrix A. And here it is explained, means written that A inverse is B, is what we consider. And okay, now it turns out that A inverse can be found with this formula, is 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay, what is an adjoint matrix? So we will see. Okay, basically adjoint matrix is nothing but which transpose, it is a matrix of cofactors, means we take here A11, A12, A13, means basically this is a matrix of cofactors, and if we take transpose of that matrix, means transpose of that matrix of cofactors, we get adjoint of A. Okay, so let us consider an example. Is if I take A as 1, 2, 3, 3 and 4. So what we will do is we will find the cofactors. Okay, so we can use a easy method for this. We consider it plus, minus, minus, plus. Okay, means we do it alternate, means we consider the first element as plus, positive, means the sign, and then we go alternately horizontally and alternately vertically also. Okay, so the first element of cofact the first cofactor, its first element of that cofactor matrix will be, is we this is 1 1, so we cancel first row and first column, so we get 4 and positive. Okay, we have 4. Okay, then for this means this is first row second column, so we cancel first row second column, we have 3, and also we have the sign as minus, so minus, minus 3. Then here second row first column, we okay, second row first column, we are left with 2 and negative sign, so we have minus of 2. And here last one, second row second column, we are left with 1 and sign is positive, so 1. Okay, we have got the matrix of cofactors. This is A, and we have got the matrix for its cofactor. Now if we do its transpose, okay, so for transpose we learned that is the rows are interchanged with columns, so the first row 4 and minus 3 will become columns, and second row becomes second column, minus 2, 1. Okay, means this means after doing the transpose, this is what we were finding, this is adjoint of A. Now we see a pattern, means for 2, this is only applicable for 2 cross 2, means this special trick. What is that special trick here? Instead of finding all this, means doing the sign, then finding the matrix of cofactors, then doing the transpose, and at last finding adjoint. So what we can do, we can just skip all this step and directly jump here. So how can we do that? For first element, means the diagonal elements get interchanged. okay, without the change of sign. See, 1 and 4 got interchanged, and for the secondary diagonal only the sign gets changed. See, only the sign gets changed. 2 becomes -2 and 3 becomes -3. So we can just keep in mind that if we face any 2 cross 3 2 cross 2 matrix, we can directly find its adjoint in this way, means instead of going the long way. But for 3 cross 3 matrix we have to do this type of calculation, but it will be quick. Okay, so we have found what does adjoint of A means. So A inverse can be found out by 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. And here we also see that A is non-singular. What does non-singular mean? And if we have non-singular, one more topic, singular and non-singular. So what does singular means? Basically, if determinant of A comes out to be 0, okay, if determinant of A comes out to be 0, then we call it as singular matrix. And if it is non-zero, like this, if it is non-zero, we call it non-singular. Okay, so why do we consider, or means why we can find inverse, here it is A inverse. Why we can find inverse of matrix whose determinant is non-singular? Because see, the determinant is coming in the denominator, and if means consider 1 upon 0, this is not defined anywhere. So that's why we consider determinant of A is, whenever determinant of A is non-zero, means non-singular, then only inverse of the matrix exists. And also this is the formula where we begin with a special matrix. After multiplying we get identity matrix back. Okay,